Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be looking at this new showdown map that I've created. It's actually a 5v5 game mode. As you can see, we have 5 brawlers over at this corner of the map, and we also have 5 brawlers at the other corner of the map. So the main point of this map is to have a 5v5 game mode. Obviously, we have been waiting for a 5v5 game mode as soon as this game launched, and we are really excited to actually have this 5v5 game mode in the game. But hopefully the developers do see this map and they realize that yeah, we need a 5v5 game mode. Especially this game mode is gonna be for the more competitive play and not for the noobs. And noobs are just gonna destroy this map. They're not gonna like it because it's core strategy. You have to cooperate with your teammates, you have to strategize with your teammates in order to win. And this is not really for a random gamer. This is actually for someone who is into the game, who has spent hours and hours practicing and wants to get to the next level of the game. So that's what this map is all about. So yeah, starting we have the mid lane, as you can see, which is in the middle, and the top lane, and as well as the bottom lane. So I'm just gonna give a quick run through of what the map is and its components are. So as you can see, we have gem mines in this map, as you can see in the middle, in this jungle area, and in the top lane, and one in the bottom lane as well. So what do these gem mines do? These are not actually gem mines in this map. These are called as power cube mines. Yeah, instead of spawning gems, they spawn power cubes. So you have to go with your team in order to collect those power cubes as soon as possible, and you want to collect as many as possible for obvious reasons. You want to get stronger, you want to get more stronger than the other team, and you want to win the match in the end. So we're gonna be looking at the top lane first. Top lane, as you can see, it's really a very narrow lane. There's not much space to run, so it's not really suitable for long range brawlers as well as mid range brawlers. And it's really gonna be good for shotgunners, especially like Bull, Shelly, Daryl, as well as El Primo. And as you can see, the mid lane is where everything's at. Like, you can get destroyed in the mid lane. You have to be very careful. There are so many bushes in the mid lane, so any brawler can come up and gank you in the mid lane. So you have to be really careful, and you have to play brawlers that have high survivability in the mid lane, such as Pam, Poco, Jessie with her turret, of course, and even Piper. Piper is actually really good with her super. She can really escape as well as damage the enemy champions, and then again snipe from a far distance away. So that's gonna be about the mid lane. So coming about the bot lane. So bot lane is actually spawning the power cubes at a faster rate when compared to the mid lane as well as the top lane. It will be spawning gems at the rate of 1 gem per 10 seconds. So 1 gem per 10 seconds, you'll be having one so I'm sorry, 1 power cube per 10 seconds. So every 10 seconds you're gonna have 1 power that's gonna be spawning on the battlefield. So you have to be really careful in this bottle lane, since you'll be having a total of 12 gems spawning in a span of 2 minutes. So that's really amazing. Like, someone having 12 power cubes can literally destroy everyone in the game. So as you have seen earlier, so bottom lane has to be very important. The most important lane of all is the bottom lane, and this lane has to be contested with 2 brawlers, one from your side and one from the enemy side, and one brawler has to kind of protect the other brawler, and the other brawler has to get as many power cubes as possible, obviously. And the one which is actually protecting it should be something like Poco, Pam again, who can heal and do a considerable amount of damage from a long range. And the other brawler which is going to be collecting the power cubes in the bottom lane should be someone like Colt, Ricochet, Brock, Piper. These are all brawlers who can do incredible amount of damage with the help of power cubes. Like, Brock just destroys. Just imagine a 10 or 12 power cube Brock coming towards you, and it's really insane, right? So those kind of brawlers are really meant to be played in the bottom lane. And as I've not discussed about these walls and the enclosed area within these walls. So what these walls are all about is We also have three mines in on one side and three mines on this other side, as you can see, which are enclosed in the walls. So these mines will spawn power cubes at a slower rate, but since there are so many, we need a brawler that has to kind of go from one mine to other, kind of trying to collect all the power cubes or as many power cubes as possible. So here comes the mobility aspect. What's the mobility aspect right now? So mobility aspects is brawlers like Mortis, Crow, or even Cold with his superpower that, or even Cold with his super, that is really amazing in this, because as a Mortis, you just want to go to the nearest power mine, collect that power cube, and then head on to the other mine and collect as many as possible. So with the humongous amount of movement speed as a Mortis that you're already having, you will also have the dashing ability, so you can really scout out the whole map and collect as many power cubes as possible. So that's one more kind of strategy kind of aspect attached to the game. And as a jungler, you also want to kind of gank other lanes. So if suppose anyone in the mid lane is having low health, if even if it is your team, you just want to go into the mid lane and help your teammate, or if the enemy brawler is at low health, you just want to go and kill those brawlers and get their power cubes. And here's the thing about this game: whenever a brawler dies, he loses one power cube to the one which he gets killed by. So suppose if I killed someone, I'm gonna go ahead and take his power up, and if he has no power ups left, so he's just gonna die and I'm not gonna get anything, but he's gonna die. So he's gonna again respawn at the base, and he's gonna take a considerable time taking from his base back to where the gem spawn. So in that amount of time, I can actually go ahead and collect more power cubes. So that's again one more strategy that's gonna be employed in this kind of game mode. It is basically a 5v5 game mode, guys. It is really good, it is really amazing. I hope the devs do like it, and it's not perfected at this point of time, it's just an idea. And of course the devs are gonna add their own strategies, their own builds up, and how they think that this game mode is actually gonna work is also gonna impact this game in a really good way. So here is the first 2 minutes of the game. So after 2 minutes, all the gem mines are gonna stop their production. So there are no power cubes from the gem mines, or from the power cube mines you might call as well. So after 2 minutes, everything's gonna stop, and after this 2 minutes, you will be given another 3 minutes. In this 3 minutes, you have to try and reduce enemy safe's health as much as possible. So here's the safe. You have to try and reduce the enemy safe's health as much as possible. So how you're gonna do that? You have your power-ups collected, and all you want to just do is now reduce enemy safe's health. Now whoever has the maximum safe health at the end of the match wins. So 3 minutes are there. You have to strategize with your team. You have to kill the enemy brawler which has the most power cubes in order to take them, and it's a really strategy based game. So 5v5 game mode, I'm really excited for it, and I hope you guys also liked it, and see you guys later.